Fuck that tripod. You are now tuned in to Hideas, easily the highest motherfucking podcast on the web. Do you hear me? This is the motherfucking Lil Mark interview. How you doing today, my nigga? What's up?
What up, bro? Chilling, man.
I'm right now. How you doing?
Chilling, man. What up with you, bro?
Shit. Big on it, man. The Big Cat Flex has been working on a ton of different photography projects as well as environmental projects. You know, just trying to do my good for the city.
Sure.
We must save and conserve our planet. However, I'm not going to bore your interview by talking about that shit. We're here to talk about your music, man. You got a crazy-ass, like, cult following, man. Two badass bitches, two random badass bitches, like, messaged me and, like, told me to check out your shit, bro. And, I dug into it, and, like, a lot of people was, like, talking about your music, bro. Like, you got some material, but however you say that's all dated.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like most of my material that I got, like, is like probably like 4 or 5 years old. Like, cause I was going through like a legal situation, and like I'm like 90% done with like my legal situation. So now I'm able to like focus strictly on the music. Like I ain't wanna like try to balance out both things at the same time. Like it have been too stressful. I wouldn't have been able to be 100% locked in on, you know what I'm saying, either my legal situation or music, you know what I'm saying. I want to be 100% locked in on, you know what I'm saying, something that I'm focused on that is going to dictate, you know what I'm saying, my life, you know what I'm saying. So that's what I did, you know what I'm saying. I'm almost completely done with that, so now I'm trying to 100%, you know what I'm saying, just focus on my music.
That's raw as fuck. I mean, that's very admirable as well. Niggas just been like trying to recuperate and reframe your mind. I see that's raw.
Sure, man.
I can relate. 100%, my dude. Man. So tell me about that life.
Oh, that life?
Yeah.
Shit, that's another song that's probably like 3-4 years old, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just shit about my life, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like everything I went through growing up, like all the different shit that I experienced, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about my uncle who passed away, my homie Joey that passed away, you know what I'm saying? I'm just shit talking about me. Like, that's what it basically, you know what I'm saying? That's basically what the track is about, you know what I'm saying? My life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking about when I wrote it, you know what I'm saying? So I just went to the studio and shit, laid it down like that. Like,
I can dig it. That Dead President's freestyle, sheesh.
oh yeah, that Dead Presidents, yeah. That
They ain't give me 50 cents, but I'ma die trying to get mine.
Yeah, like it was a lot of like punchlines in my shit, but like I always fucked with that song, but like I said, Hove, like that's one of my favorite artists, you know what I'm saying? So when I was doing it, I was just thinking about some shit like how he'd be, you know what I'm saying, approaching it, and that's how I went in and like that shit for it to be like none of my shit was even mixed or mastered. Like I was just like basically using a microphone, you know what I'm saying, and releasing shit. For it to be just that simple, you know what I'm saying, to work with, like that shit raw, like that shit, the quality sound cool and everything, like, and you can actually hear what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, like it's a bunch of punchlines, like it's not just, you actually got to listen to what I'm saying, like I'm telling a real life story. It's just crazy. Like that's one of my favorite songs that I did though, like up to date.
That's raw as fuck. Shit. So tell me about like what it was like growing up, man. Let's start from the beginning.
I grew up on Camp Street, like South Side. That's where I'm from. Like, shit. Grew up on Camping, Ransom, Carr, Fillmore, Harrison, Pearl. I stayed on fucking every street on the South Side. Like, I literally probably stayed in 40, 50 houses, like, in Sandusky, period, in general. Like, shit. I just grew up shit like any other person, like, in the struggle, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. We ain't have much, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. My mom, she, you know what I'm saying? She was doing shit the best that she could, you know what I'm saying? With 2 kids, so shit.
Right.
It was hard, you know what I'm saying? So, like, shit, we'd be, like, bouncing from house to house a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, she might be able to pay security probably the first month's rent and then nothing after that. So, like, by that second, third month, we getting evicted. We got to basically do the same thing at this house it did, so on, you know what I'm saying? And just till, like, she eventually, like, shit, got all the way out, you know what I'm saying, on her feet. But, shit, like, I just went through, like, shit, regular struggles like everybody else. Like, shit, if you, like, shit, boiling water, take a bath, shit, no electricity, lighting candles at night, all types of shit, like.
Be like that.
Shit, if you went through that type of shit, like, shit, being you can relate. Like, I went through the same shit as you, like, same struggle, like, shit, that's just shit, what I experienced, you know what I'm saying? And, like, that's how I grew up.
That's raw, man. So it's like real hardcore, like gritty from the grassroots material.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like I'm actually telling a story, like, not just it. Like, sometimes I'll tell a story like about something like I went through or like my life or something like that. But like sometimes I might just be telling a story about some shit that's like going on like to date. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just be like trying to get people to understand like a lot of the bullshit and different shit that be going on out here. Like, it's a lot of fake ass, bitch ass niggas out here that be doing a lot of hating ass, sneak dissing ass shit. Like,
corny as fuck.
But like, shit, niggas just.
Don't nobody be hearing that.
I feel like niggas just too caught up in niggas just too caught up in like wanting to be the nigga to make it and just be like, I made it before you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like,
fuck who did
I made it. Look, this how I made it. You could try this route. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Look, take these steps to make it like I did. Instead of, they don't want to do that though. They want to just be able to point their finger in your face like, yeah, I made it before you. Now you figure out how to make it. You know what I'm saying? Type shit, like, but I ain't know none of that type of shit. That's why I don't even surround myself with, you know what I'm saying, them type of people, you know what I mean?
Period, bro. You're now tuned in to Hideas, easily the highest motherfucking podcast on the web. Do you hear me? Man, dog, that shit is, that was, really deep. That was really, like, from the soul. Fuck that, man. Just on boat. So, tell me about your first introduction to music.
Shit, my first introduction to music, shit, probably just, like, way young, like, motherfucking 2001 type shit, like, just, I remember, like, dancing to Nelly, and, you know what I'm saying, when they had their whole little wave and shit, as a young kid dancing to they shit, I fucked with Nelly and all them when I was younger, just singing they shit, and then, like, just growing up, like, staying intact with music, you know what I'm saying, from 50 Cent era, and, you know what I'm saying, Jules, the whole Dipset era, you know what I'm saying, and so forth, you know what I'm saying, Hove, of course, you know what I'm saying, just staying intact with, you know what I'm saying, music, and, you know what I'm saying, just growing with the history of it, you know what I'm saying, just basically, like, staying involved, like, listening and you know what I'm saying, doing my research on it.
That's raw. What would you say was your first touch of like getting in the studio and like what kind it was?
Shit, my first time getting in the studio, I was probably like 15, 16, something like that. Just probably like younger than that though, like just fucking around like on the mic, you know what I'm saying? But like an actual studio, probably like 15, 16. And I think that's when I did that Nobody by it's by Kanye West, but Chief Keef did a remix to it. And you know what I'm saying, I heard his version, the beat a little different, you know what I'm saying, and I ended up doing a remix to that. But my homies, Shady and Trey, they was actually in the studio and they was like recording over, and they just told me like write some shit to it. I was just fucking around, like wrote some shit to it, and then I actually ended up recording to it, and it sounded, you know what I'm saying, decent. It was like, alright. It was just like, you know what I'm saying, write some more shit, go back in there, you know what I'm saying, and try to like be more serious with it. And I did like 2, 3, 4 more times, and the shit actually sounded good. And they ended up like releasing the shit for me or whatever on my, like, they made me a little SoundCloud shit, and it did like alright, like it did alright numbers. I just remember going to school, motherfuckers talking about it like that shit was hard, shit like that. So then that's when I just ever since then I just like started
like it's just organic support from the get-go.
Exactly, yeah. Like I never even forced nobody to listen to my shit. I didn't when I didn't drop my shit like, hey, listen to this or like this. I ain't do none of that. I just literally went and did a song one day and put it on SoundCloud, and motherfuckers seen it on Shady or Trey page, Facebook or something when they dropped it, and they just listened to it and fucked with it. You know what I'm saying?
Big cuts. I'm a pimp by blood, not relation. That's bad money.
Alright, nice getting to know you. What you doing Wednesday?
That should be free. And we are back. Alright. Now, Lil Mark, here's your Hideas political question. Lil Nas X comes out at the end of Pride Month. Following cheers from a foreign concert.
Comes out what?
Gay. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, no, it ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Like, shit, that's his decision. Shit, like, if however he choose to live his life, like, that don't affect me in no way. So, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't know that though. Like, what?
I'm gonna take my heart. Turn radio off.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You see that meme?
I didn't even know he had came out as gay. Like, I didn't even. What he put on Instagram? I don't even follow him on Instagram, I don't think.
Lil Nas X. I think it was on tweet. Through a series of tweets on Twitter. Twitter be cutting, but like I honestly missed that one. Hey, good for Lil Nas X though.
Guess what? He got the fucking record for song number one on the chart. I do a song with Lil Nas. Fuck out of here, like his life ain't got nothing to do with mine. I know what I'm gonna do. Like I know what my preference is. I ain't uncomfortable with none of that because I know what my preference is, and I know like I ain't got no issues against what your preference is. So. You know what I'm saying? You respect my preference, I respect your preference. We ain't gonna cross, you know what I'm saying? Feel me? We can work together, whatever, but just, you know, we gonna stay in each other's lane. You know what I mean? That's just
Big
how it is.
That being said, is there anyone you'd work with. Give me your dream collaboration, then collaboration from like someone from around the way.
Shit. My dream collaboration had to be Hove, Jay-Z, Hove. Yeah, that'd be my dream collaboration for shit.
Favorite Jay-Z album?
The Black Album.
Shit.
Black Album.
Life and Times Volume 2.
That's your favorite one?
Yeah.
Shit. I had to go with the Black Album. Reasonable Doubt, that was his, you know what I'm saying, first, you know what I'm saying, body of work, but, like, I don't know. It's just something about the Black Album. But, like, somebody I would like to work with, like locally, shit, probably, like, I want to, do some shit with, James. I want to do some shit with my nigga from, Fremont, Nut 400. Nut 400.
Nut 400?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some shit with him, for sure.
I want to hear some of his music.
Then, of course, my bro, Shady. That's my brother, of course. Shit.
In Lakes, what up?
I work with whoever, though, you know what I mean? Shit. If the vibe right, you know what I mean? Shit.
Because that's how we further the culture, through constant collaboration.
Exactly. And regardless of if a motherfucker want to work with me or don't like my music or not, like, I'm gonna drop my shit. Like, I've been waiting so long to drop my shit, so I'm definitely about to drop my shit.
You been cooking something up.
Yeah, like, I've been waiting so long. Like,
what's this project called?
Dedication to Joey and Junie. Like, just in memory of, you know what I'm saying, my uncle and, you know what I'm saying, like I said, my homie / big brother, Joey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's raw.
I'm definitely, but after I drop that, like, I'm dropping so much music, and, like, it's gonna be crazy. Like, I'm gonna just keep dropping, and videos, everything. Like, I got so much stuff planned, because I've been waiting so long to, like, go 100% all in, like, with the music, you know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get through this legal situation and focus on the music. So, like, bro, I already been talking to motherfuckers, like, about merch, everything. Like, I got a lot of shit going on right now.
Yeah,
for real. Like, I just can't wait to really put it out there and get it, you know what I'm saying, where I really want it to be.
Much success to you, brother. I mean, you definitely have the Hideas news team behind you.
Sure.
I definitely want you to do a freestyle for the podcast.
Sure. I really,
like, bro, your cuts and your numbers is there, and, like, the way you got introduced is the rawest thus far.
For sure. He says, what though? How you
Two random bad bitches when I requested the interview.
What they say? They just said.
I said, hey, check out Lil Mark.
That's crazy.
I appreciate that. Couple of them slide in the Cap Lizzie's DMs.
Yeah, sliding in the DM.
You know what I'm saying? Big cuz, little baby. Where Yo Gotti? I ain't from Memphis. I'm from the east side of Sandusky, Ohio.
I'm from the south side.
I respect that. You're now tuned in to Hideas, easily the highest motherfucking podcast on the web. Now, is there anyone you want to shout out in particular?
No, just shit. Shout out the whole city. Everybody doing their thing. Like, shit. I want shit. If you, whatever, music, whatever you trying to make it in, shit, I hope everybody make it. You know what I'm saying? And shit, shout out everybody that support me and shit. If you don't support me, shit, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm going to do me. Like I said, I'm going to keep dropping my music. Like, shit, fuck it.
No,
but I fuck with everybody, man. Like, hope everybody make it. Shit.
That's a real shit. And is there any gems of wisdom you want to leave with the Hideas news team?
Shit.
With the future ideologist.
Shit, just whatever you want to make it in, shit, just grind it. If people don't believe in you, you gotta still stay true to who you is and work hard and make it. And shit, once you make it, they'll believe in you and they'll praise you and all of that. And that's, you gotta understand that's what come with it. So you gotta just say fuck what people say and what they believe. Like, shit, I'ma make it. And if I don't, I'ma try as hard as I fucking could. Period.
Holy shit, that was very inspirational. Now, I want you to do a tag for the show. The tag goes, "You are now tuned in to Hideas, easily the highest motherfucking podcast on the web. Do you hear me?"
Or you said what? I can't.
You're now tuned in to Hideas.
Alright. You are now tuned in to Hideas podcast. Gang shit. Shout out my boy Mayo, man. Appreciate him for having me on the podcast, man. Giving me the interview. Yeah, shit. Shout out to everybody in the city that's trying to make it out. And yeah, that's what's up, man.
Y'all nigga, what's up? Bro, thanks for coming on.
For sure.
Let's do a fucking freestyle for the show.
Shit, you got a beat or what you want me to do?
We go cut it off and do a song. Camera feed ended.
I'll do an acapella. You want me to just do an acapella real quick?
Yeah, fucking do an acapella.
Or shit. What I say?
This is normally the Easter eggs for the Hideas listeners.
We ain't had no hope in the streets. We was misguided. Ain't nobody show us love, so we was violent. Ex-bitch did me so dirty, she turned me rotten. That's why a bitch that slide, I think she plotting. I'm trying to do it right, but it feel like I'm out of options. I used to tell people you diss, then we gon' pop you. I leveled up, fuck all your disses, I'm from the bottom. I used to try to help everybody, that was my problem. Shit like that left a young nigga without a dollar. I told myself, fuck everybody, got my own problems. She said, how can you live without me? And I just startled. Bitch, I went 10 fucking years without a father. I go to clubs, we got the owner sending us bottles. We don't even drink that shit, we just pop them. They'll love to catch us drunk and give us problems. Sober as fuck, can't wait to catch one of you niggas plotting. Word on the streets is some young niggas that's plotting. Say when they catch us in the streets that they gon' rob us. They must not be looking enough cause we ain't high and just tuned down cause niggas like us, we value silence. Gang shit. R.I.P. Joe Money and R.I.P. my Uncle Jimmy. Shout out to Hideas, the podcast.
Lil Mark, thanks for coming in. Nope. I did hit the record. This is Logic Pro X, so it works differently.